What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Iron Studios Shao Kahn 1/10 scale statue. As you know, I've been wanting to buy this for quite some time. I held off waiting on a coupon, a discount, some reward points, more or less. So I ended up picking this up for about 130 bucks after all the coupons and reward points I used, because I did not want to pay full price, which was like $230. So I did want to pick this one up, at least see how it is, and I have such a perfect spot for it in the MK collection. It fits, it'll look good, so I did want to get it in hand because I'm a huge Shao Kahn fan, Mortal Kombat obviously, so wanted to get at least one Iron Studios in. Who knows, if it freaking blows my mind for a 1/10, I may consider some of the other ones. Here's the art box it came in, not super big obviously. Just shows off the statue. They did label this as Mortal Kombat Classic, because it's labeled off him from really Mortal Kombat 2 when, he's in the background on that throne. Originally, PCS was making a 1/3 scale version of Shao Kahn, and that thing was going to be the greatest MK statue ever made. Unfortunately, they never made it. The old owner, Jerry Macaluso, stole the sculpt and the statue and ran off with it. And we never got the statue, which is super unfortunate because I had it on pre-order. I was super stoked to get it. It's going to be such a Mortal Kombat grow. And I hope PCS does go back and remake that statue because it was so good. And frankly, I just hope they keep the entire statue the same because I thought it was perfect. But let's go ahead and unbox this. I'm excited to see how it is. Probably the last statue of the year for me. I don't think I'll be getting anything in from Prime 1. Shipping has been so slow, it's not even funny. 2-day priority shipping. It's my Wonder Woman poster shipped on July 3rd. Here we are, July 17th, and it still just says delayed. So 2-day is taking, goodness, forever. So I can only imagine the boat stuff is taking even longer with holidays. So this will probably be the last statue of the year for me. So number 88, let's open it up. Alrighty, so here is the styrofoam. Let's go ahead and open it up. I just, there we go. And let's see what we're greeted with. The statue and then the hand. So let's take it out. Alrighty, so here is Shao Kahn. Before you get the hand, and here is the hand. This actually does have a pretty decent weight to it. It looks like some sort of gemstone, some sort of rock, and potentially even metal. So that looks pretty good. And this obviously just goes in like that, and that is it. So really easy to set up. Not a lot of parts. In general, 1/10 scales are very easy to set up outside of the 1/10 T-Rex that I've done. All the smaller ones are very easy and generally are very, very quick because they are small statues. As you can see, next to 1/3, which is what I wish I had for Shao Kahn on throne. But unfortunately, this will have to do. But it is a cool looking 1/10 scale statue for sure. Let's actually do a quick comparison next to some of the Marvel stuff. Alrighty, so here is a quick comparison next to some of the Marvel stuff. So, as you can see, it's slightly bigger than your average 1/10 scale, because Shao Kahn is, bigger than your average person. He's, I think, like 6'5" or something, maybe bigger. But it is definitely bigger than, like, the likes of, like, Hawkeye or some of the others. Not as big as, like, Hulk, but, he is maybe slightly bigger than Drax. He's definitely a little bit bigger for sure, and obviously he is on a throne. Let's do some close-ups, review it, and then show it in the MK collection. Alrighty, so first let's check out the base. So it's really just a stone base that more or less matches his actual throne. It does have like some sort of sub under base right here, which I do like. Has the MK logo right there. Although that logo does look a little bit off-center. It is not, like going completely up. It's a little slightly diagonal if you look at that. So that's kind of annoying. How could they not get the logo straight up? But whatever. Minor flaw, I'll say. Good stonework, good paint job all around. Here's the back of the throne. Not a ton to see on the back part. The front part, obviously, you have him holding this part, holding that scepter, which he didn't really use as a weapon, but he did hold it while he was on the throne. You have these skulls in the back part. Definitely a cool looking throne for sure. Let's check out Shao Kahn. He does have some, battle damage on the suit. You can see it's definitely been used. Really hard to see his portrait. So dark. It just looks black and then maybe a little bit red eyes. He does have a good, overall paint job. It almost looks like there's a tiny bit of blood splatter on him. He does overall look pretty freaking good. And then his wrist gauntlets. There's some good weathering here on his shoulder pads. As you can see right there, even the black part, the helmet looks cool. So very, very cool looking 1/10 scale statue for sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a better angle of that portrait. Yeah, there you can see it. Really, it's just red. Black and red. That's all it is black and red. So not a ton to see. You don't really even see his mouth. So as you can see me holding it, this has pretty good weight actually for a 1/10 scale. Definitely weighs a lot more than most of my other 1/10 scales. Not as much as like Coal Obsidian, but it does have a good weight, where most 1/10s are incredibly light. Obviously, this is due to the throne. Let's check it out in MK Collection, see how it compares to the, Scorpion Sub-Zero, collector's edition statues I have, because those are about 1/10 as well. Alrighty, so here he is next to the Scorpion and Sub-Zero MK9 collector's edition statues. I can put him like that, or technically I could even put him in the middle like this if I wanted to. If I wanted to do that. I think he scales good with them though. Although I would say, if anything, he can go right here. More like that, even. Scorpion and Sub-Zero on the left side. I think the lighting's a little bit better on the right side. More like this. That works. Like that. That way Shao Kahn is also close to that one. Or he can be on the left side. What do you prefer? Yeah, so if I did want to get the classic Scorpion and Sub-Zero, I could also get that as well. I can always, that's a shelf. I can remove that. And then technically I could remove all that stuff if I wanted to. If I wanted to go, deep on this line, I have these 3 shells. I could remove those 2. Do classic Scorpion, classic Sub-Zero, got Raiden. The only one that would not fit is Goro. He's too tall for this particular shelf. So, yeah, I only have about 12 inches inside. Goro's 13 inches. Shao Kahn definitely looks cool there. I like it. I definitely like it. It's very cool. I may consider Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I'll wait for some in-hand videos on it. They definitely would look better than those 2. Those 2 are cool. They're MK9. But I think the classic 1/10s would look better in this display with Shao Kahn middle, Scorpion and Sub-Zero each side. And then I just moved those over to the MK9 setup, actually. They would actually look really good there as well. So I will get Scorpion and Sub-Zero. About a 95% chance I'll buy both. Raiden I'm still a little iffy on. Kind of just leaning towards Scorpion and Sub-Zero, passing on Raiden because I'm not getting Goro. I love Raiden, but I don't know. There is something about that one I'm not 100% fond of. I am really hoping, though, that they do, like Johnny Cage, Sonya, Jax. If they do the entire OG line, then I would, of course, hunt down Goro and Raiden. But they haven't committed to the whole line yet. Like, if they did that entire cast, you better believe I'm buying the entire line. As of now, we got Shao Kahn. I'll probably pick up Scorpion and Sub-Zero, do him in middle, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, move that to the MK9 setup. I actually have an idea on these right now. Let me just show you real quickly. I have an idea. Alrighty, so here's what I'm thinking. I got the big one force, the poster, the COAs on each side, the MK 3D print, and then normally I just have the video game right there. Because this is a bookend, I can put the video game in the middle and have the little Scorpion and Sub-Zero in the background. You know, like it's in a distance, it's in the background. That can actually work. I can also technically put them in here if I moved those COAs. But I kind of like that. I think that looks pretty cool. They're not to scale with those. Those are 1/6, so I wouldn't want to put them there. Could also technically put them next to the bust if I wanted to. If I just push the bust back a little bit, they could go right there. But I'm kind of thinking right there is actually the best spot if I want to, you know, just put those MK in here so I could do the classic next to the Shao Kahn. If you know what I mean. Because I really do like Iron Studios' design of Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I think they're fan-frickin-tastic. So, I mean, this does work for sure. It doesn't block the poster, really, and it does give me a classic Scorpion face. And this one, I usually use the flaming skull or the normal skull. So that's definitely very cool. So yeah, let's finish off the video. Alrighty, folks. So, final words. I do like this Shao Kahn. It does not blow me away. It's as good as any other 1/10. It is bigger overall because of it being thrown. So, the price is a little bit more justified being the $100 or $210. I still think it's, overpriced. But 1/10s and price increases have been coming around. In general, though, 1/10s are still a very cheap alternative way of collecting and getting statues that don't take up a lot of space, as well as box space. So it's definitely a good alternative to collecting, especially if like you're in an apartment complex, you have very, very little space. I would probably only do 1/10 scales because you have such variety. They're cheaper, easier to display. So overall, for a 1/10, I'd probably rate this an 8.5 out of 10. The overall detail is good, and the paint job is good. It's obviously not as good as this guy. That one's a freaking best Shao Kahn out there. But overall, it is really good. It's not as vibrant as this one, like the red. It does look, almost identical. I'm trying to look at it, see if it's completely identical. It just about is. There's some slight variations, like in his sash. Look at that sash, and then that one. There is differences. So I do think Iron Studio has taken a little artistic approach to some of theirs, which is fine as long as it looks good. I don't mind artistic approaches if it looks good or better. And this definitely looks good. So 8.5 out of 10 overall. So I'll most likely be getting up Scorpion and Sub-Zero and then just move those. Because I'll probably just keep the MK9 one back in the other room because that's all MK9 for me. So hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.